So let me get this straight. The main point of this chapter was to let us, as the reader of Naruto Gaiden, that Kaguya is important. And number two, it was to let us know that there's a greater threat than Kaguya. So, obviously, majority of people, when we read the ending of Part 2 of Naruto, a lot of us did not like Kaguya as a villain. The way she was kind of brought into the series, along with what happened to Madara, a lot of us didn't really enjoy Kaguya as a final villain. The way she was, and her personality, her goals, just, you know, the way she was brought into the series, a lot of us did not really like that. So, to see this chapter, it's going to be one of those type of chapters that's going to be very divided. It's obvious that this chapter is going to divide a lot of the readers when it comes to the Naruto fanbase, because if you really hated Kaguya, and I'm slightly towards that side, I'm not going to say this chapter's bad, I'm not saying this chapter's bad, I'm just saying I personally did not like Kaguya as a villain, the way she was done. I personally preferred, you know, Madara over Kaguya. And so to see her brought up and trying to get more importance to the series and trying to let us know that she was building up an army, which that was the biggest question I had when I was reading the ending of Naruto Part 2. I was like, why are you building an army, Kaguya? Like, you're the strongest fucking ninja in existence. Like, you're God, pretty much. Like, she was straight up God. And I was wondering, like, why would God need an army? Like, what the fuck? Like, no, it just doesn't sound right. And so that was a big question a lot of us, not just me, but majority of the fan base had a question for, and it was never answered by the time Part 2 of Naruto ended. And majority of us walking into this, you know, Naruto Gaiden, we only expected the chronicles of the next generation. For instance, just seeing the new generation, you know, interact with each other. That's kind of what we expected from Naruto Gaiden. Come to find out, it seems like Kishimoto is going to be diving into Kaguya and explaining her clan, or probably her a lot more, and her significance to the plot of this series. Now, take it as you will. It just depends on how you feel about Kaguya, if you like the way this is being done in this chapter. Here's the thing, though. The only thing I don't personally like is how there's going to be a new threat, a new villain that is stronger than Kaguya, or strong as her. And that, in of itself, I don't know how to feel about that, because, see, this series has kind of already been confirmed to only have 10 chapters. This has only, so far from what I know of, has been confirmed 10 chapters. And if that's true, we only got like 4 or 5 chapters left. And that's really not enough to cover an epic fight that's supposedly someone stronger, or strong as Kaguya. Because that's like, you know, in-game boss character strength. And you're like, someone like that shouldn't be beat in, you know, like a chapter or two. No, that shouldn't happen. So, I'm just curious. Like, is this person that was in this chapter that revealed his face and had all these, you know, Uchiha eyes, was that the person that supposedly Kaguya was building up an army for? Because if it was, how long has this dude been around? Like, what the fuck is with all the eyes then? Like, you know, there's a lot of questions I have right now. And also, you got to factor in the Shin clones. Like, you know, the Uchiha symbols we saw in this chapter, in that one panel where the dude revealed his face, you see multiple clones of Shin. And you also, if you look closely, in front of the Shin clones, you will see 2 little small Jubis. You know, those little Jubi statues, those little tiny ones we see, that's been in Naruto Gaiden? Well, you see 2 of those right in front of Shin. In that one panel, you could tell by the way the tail is sticking up. I instantly noticed that. So, from what I'm assuming is each individual Shin clone, or whatever they are, have their own little Jubi. And if I'm going by deduction standards, I'm assuming that each individual little Jubi thing can most likely use Obito's eyes to teleport. So, a lot of questions right now, because the way that this chapter's done, like I said, it's going to divide the community. It really is. This chapter definitely will, for different reasons. It tries to go more into Kaguya as a character, but also it introduces a new character that's the same strength as Kaguya, and depending on your viewpoint of that, you're either A, you're going to like that, or B, you're going to dislike that. It really depends on your standpoint. Overall, though, this chapter of Naruto Gaiden, I liked it. I liked the chapter. Just a lot of questions I have right now when it comes to the Shin clones, to all the MSIs, you know, being around all the time. It's just a lot of questions right now. But overall, chapter, it was good. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or not wherever you live. And how do you feel about that, you know, Naruto started a moment, along with, you know, Sasuke being, you know, best father of 2015, you know, not really recognizing his own daughter's fucking face and avoiding the question in this chapter. So that kind of scene didn't really have much progression at all, besides Sarada, you know, kind of voicing her opinion and shit-talking her father. So, yeah, that's when it comes to that. So we'll still have to see. Is Sakura Sarada's mother? That's the question we have to wonder right now. So tell me your thoughts. I love you all so much. You have a wonderful day or not, wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.